Today we are here at Adventure Cycling. Today we're gonna be asking some questions about the industry, asking some historical questions about this bike shop, because there are some cool history facts about this bike shop. He has a bike collection in here. The shop owner's name is Eric. And I just wanna take you around, ask some questions that a lot of us wanna know in the bike industry, coming from a bike shop owner's perspective. So we are inside Adventure Cycling. As you can see, they got a lot of bikes, a lot of different selections too. Mountain bikes, road bikes. You got accessories over there. Yeah, this is the everyman's bike shop right here for sure. Got the e-bikes right here, and I already told y'all in the last video, don't get no e-bike without some tennis, because you're gonna regret it, trust me. Now I've had my eye on this one right here, this $200 Schwinn, what is this, Schwinn Mesa? That's a nice bike for $200. Kind of makes me want to get it and just take it out on an experiment and see what it's like to ride on a trail. Nothing gnarly, but just get it out on some dirt and see what it's like. This is a really nice looking Schwinn. Let me know if you've ridden this one before and was this a big deal when it first came out. I just got word from Brad from the back. They just posted these 951s for sale for $2,500. Brand new, comes with a toolkit and everything you might need. That's crazy for this 951. Now this is the 130 travel. Is this the 130 travel? I think it's 120 millimeters of travel. Brand new, 2,500. All carbon. The frame is carbon, not the wheels. And then over here, here's his bike collection. Look at all these bikes he has. He collects these. I'm not sure if he's ridden all of these or is these just collectibles, but so many nice retro bikes in here. This is awesome. Oh, look at this Univega up there. I've never seen that one. That is cool. I really like that bike right there. I think Univega has come back around, but it's a more budget-friendly option. I think I like this one more. It looks like Univega used to be a big deal from looking at this bike. Let me know down below. I'm not real familiar with Univega, but this is a good-looking bike. These are not all yours, right? They are?
3 that are.
Oh, okay, so majority of them. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this was from Zen Cycles? This red one? Yeah. Nice. Oh, got Leonard Zen signature.
He's nice.
Are you gonna ride it, or is it just for show? No riding this bike, unfortunately. So what is all this? I'm interviewing on the spot right now. What do we got going on right now? And who's right here?
This young gentleman is one of our really good customers who brings us the delicious every time you come here, he brings us bagels.
I just come for the
Homemade bagels, because I sell flour in New York City, and since they don't know how to make bagels out here, I had to take matters into my own hands and make them myself.
And he makes the best bagels I've ever had in my life.
Because it's
Ever.
New York City style, done here in Denver.
Exactly.
Mile high.
I can vouch for the bagels. All right, we got David Jaffe right here. And how did you end up with this bike, and what is this?
It's a Serotta Nova SLX, which was pretty special at the time. And it was very lightweight, had top-of-the-line campy equipment on it. And in 1985, it was legendary.
This was handmade?
Handmade for me in Saratoga, New York, when he was working out of his garage and building cycles for the Olympic teams and all the racing teams. And it was a pretty amazing bike. It's a great steel bike. And once I brought it down to Guadalupe when I was on a trip.
Okay.
And some natives wanted to buy it from me around 1985, 86. And I said, wait a minute, because in those days, how are you going to replace it?
So how did you get lucky enough to get this handmade for you?
I was in the BMW club, and Ben Serotta's brother-in-law was in the BMW club. So we got to be friends. And between all of us, they built the bike for me.
So all you got to do is just know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
And a few more guys.
Yeah. All right, I'm here with Eric at Adventure Cycling. You see me here all the time. And now you get to see the man himself that allows me to come in here, get stuff done to the bikes, treats everybody, man, so great. And this is just an everyman shop, and it's just so normal in here. I love it. And I just wanted to introduce you because I'm sure they want to see who is behind all this awesomeness in here. But I wanted to ask you how long you've been here, and how did you end up here?
I've been at the shop probably on and off about 16 years.
That's a long time.
I know.
So are you tired of it yet, or do you want to keep pushing for a while longer?
Oh man, I still love every day. I love coming in. I get to talk about bikes, so I always tell everybody if I get tired of it, then I'll have to leave. But I still love every day coming in here.
So you told me an interesting story about how you ended up being, well, first of all, part owner of this bike shop, now sole owner. But how did that come about where you ended up working in here and eventually being the owner of the shop?
Yeah, so I just came in one day, just like a normal customer. Ended up needing a couple bolts real quick and walked in here. The guys were super nice to me. Went into the back bin like we do all the time. Find a couple screws. I was full on expecting to pay a couple bucks, and Dennis at the time was like, "Nah, you can have those." And I thought, what a nice little shop. Now I'm gonna have everybody come in and get free bolts and nuts. But it's kind of the vibe that I've tried to keep over the years. So we want it to be a fun place. It's like, we talked about it today. It's like a barber shop, but with bikes. People come in just to say hi. People come in and bring us bagels. You had bagels again today. It's a great place to hang out. So
I will tell you something though, and this is how I knew this bike shop was for me. I'm willing to drive 30 minutes to come here, and I would never drive 30 minutes to do anything. So the fact that I drive all the way across town, fight traffic to and from, that lets you know how good this bike shop is, because I hate traffic and nothing can get me to go through this traffic except this bike shop.
I'll get you your check later.
Oh my God, that was not scripted.
You pass a lot of bike shops to get over here, so I appreciate that you would even give us a chance. So
I appreciate you having me here, because man, Brad, I mean, I've been knowing Brad for a couple years now. We rode
doing wheelies downtown.
Yeah.
Causing trouble.
Doing wheelies downtown. So I knew the service manager here for a while, and then he introduced me to Eric. So it was just a match made in heaven, I guess, because I love this place. So now we got to get to the boiling questions right now.
All right.
So yeah, so I wanted to know,
without letting me know already in advance either. You're just throwing these out.
yeah, because this is the best way to do it.
Okay.
So, well, first of all, how has the industry been for you as a whole? How has it been going for you, and how do you see it going forward?
It's awesome. I mean, we just make money hand over fist. It's I mean, the industry's changed, right? I mean, ever since COVID, I think we've seen changes in the industry. You just got to roll with it. Well, luckily, we're a small enough shop. If we want to do something and change sort of midstream, we can do it, right? So I think we've seen where we aren't able to get parts or bikes or anything like that. We don't know why. Maybe tariffs, maybe not. We don't know. But we've had to adapt a little bit. But that's part of the everyday. You got to do that as a small business. We just got to adapt.
So as I was looking around the bike shop, and I noticed this when I first came here as well, you dipped your toes into the used market, which I think is a great idea. And I just want to know, how has that been working out? And is it something that you think other shops should incorporate?
Yeah, I think it's a way that we can take bikes, keep them on the road, get people bikes that maybe necessarily aren't $8,000-$9,000 bikes, where we can go through, refurbish them, get a nice $200 bike, get people riding, get people out. College students that want to just get around town, they don't need to spend $1,000 on a bike.
Yeah.
So for us, when we can find a decent used bike and get it refurbished and we feel proud about putting our name on it, then yeah, we're happy to do that.
I was looking at this Schwinn right here. I'll put it in the video. I was just talking about it, but that's one of the bikes where I'm like, that is a nice bike for $200. So I think it's cool that you can come into a shop and see something from, you got the one bike over there, $4,000, and you got a $200 used bike over here. That's pretty awesome. I think it's super nice being able to go into a shop and just seeing the variety of different prices and bikes and not feeling handicapped like you have to buy something super expensive.
Well, and I don't necessarily look like a cyclist either. So I always joke, because I've gone into several bike shops, and the one thing I told the guys here when they get hired on or when they come to work here, it's a family, right? And so I've gone into a lot of bike shops where there's a little bit of snobbery in bikes, right? And so we try and take that stigma out. We want everyone to feel like they're enjoying bicycling. This shouldn't be stressful. We should hopefully make it a little easier. Now, we all have stressful days, but in general, we want everyone to enjoy cycling. So if it's a kid's bike that we can refurbish for $100 or an S-Works e-bike for $20,000 that they just came out with, we like to be able to take care of any customer in between. We just want everyone to enjoy the lifestyle as opposed to just the bike, right?
Yeah.
So it's more just healthiness, riding bikes, and doing that.
Another question I had was, I love going into bike shops, but people give me a hard time for not working on my own bike. But I like to leave that to the professionals. Maybe I'll dip my toes into it, maybe not, I'm not sure. But I feel like that's what y'all are here for. So with that being said, what do you think us as riders could do to help local bike shops?
To help local bike shops, I mean, I like to support local, whether it's a bike shop, whether it's a coffee shop, whether it's a restaurant down the street. I think that's always helpful. And I think just building a relationship. So I appreciate that you would drive 30 minutes and I love you for it, but you don't have to drive 30 minutes. You know, if there's a nice little shop around the corner, support those guys. Because really, to be perfectly honest, we can joke about it. There's nobody getting into the bike industry that's going to become a millionaire.
Yeah.
We do this because we're either really stupid like me or we just have a passion, right? And so, if you can support your local guys, that's awesome.
So that's interesting that you say that. I try to tell people, if people knew, you as a viewer, if you knew how much money I turned down to make honest videos, it would blow your mind, which is why I still work a part-time. I mean, I do a job and then YouTube as well. The money I turned down to make these videos, to make them honest, because I really enjoy like I was telling you, the thing that makes me the happiest is seeing a little kid on the bike. That makes my day. So I just want to give back. And the reason I come here 30 minutes away is because it feels like family. It feels like home. And I just think it's hard to find good bike shops like that nowadays.